Good morning. It's your girl SeekretD with today's strawberry letter response. The sun is glaring, so just listen to my voice for now. Anyway, this man writes in, he's 27 years old. He said he has a best friend basically all his life. His best friend is married to a woman that they generally would not have taken seriously. So apparently big personality, big hair, long nails, long toenails, a little thick. He said they would call her soulful back in the day. I think we will call her ghetto today, okay? So he said that his best friend is smitten. He's sprung, nose wide open, okay? He's always talking about her. He's in love with this woman. He doesn't like to go anywhere without her, etc., 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 right? Sprung. Fast forward, he invites him over for, I think, like a barbecue or something. He gets to the house, his friend is not there. He goes in the house, he makes cordial conversation with this woman, and this lady starts crying, talking about how his best friend does not sexually satisfy her. She told him that she heard that he's well endowed, and she feels like he can help her out with her little dilemma. He tried to do the pat, there, now, and my girl grabbed him, attacked him, and basically tried to sexually assault him. He said he pushed her off and she just jumped right back on him and took a nice little handful of his junk, okay? So now this man is fighting for his life. He said they heard her husband coming in, his best friend, and they did like the let's jump away. But he said during this little altercation or assault, he became aroused, so he ran to the bathroom. He came back out. He's like, he don't really know what to do. So he's looking for advice on how to handle this situation. Sir, run, okay? Run and don't look back. Don't go back to this man's house. Don't talk to this woman. I don't know what you're going to do. Maybe you can see this man socially when his wife is not around. I feel like it will break his heart to find out that his wife is a hoe, okay? I'm not sure because I feel like if it was the other way around, we would want our, like, let's say it was a man attacking a woman, that's rapey. So this is rapey too. Y'all gotta keep it a buck, okay? It's kind of rapey. So I feel like I would want to tell him. I feel like the relationship is over anyway because you can't go hang out with him with his wife. I feel like it's weird to hang out with him without his wife. You're gonna be a little aunt, so you might as well tell him that she's a hoe. She could deny it, blame you, friendship's over. I feel like the friendship is gonna be over anyway because now it's awkward. Can't really hang out with him and yada 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 yada. So I would say tell him and just cut your losses. And I don't know how else to do it, or kind of text her. You could text her and set her up. Ask her why she jumped on you, etc., 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 and then send it to her husband, and then kind of tell him, like, listen, this is what happened with old girl, da 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 da. I don't know about men. I know they're very emotional. Y'all be trying to act like you're not emotional, but I know y'all are very emotional. Because I would say, if it was a woman, they be getting mad at you, and they be staying with the man. They be mad emotional, like, oh, what'd you do? Da 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 da. They be my man, knowing their man is a hoe. So a lot of women don't tell. I don't know if I would tell. Depends on how that. I mean, it sounded really intense. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's like a call the cop situation. If I'm a woman and some man is sticking his hands down my pants, under my skirt, something like that, like that's a call the cop situation. So I feel like it's serious. I feel like because it's a man, I heard it, and I feel like a lot of y'all heard it and kind of didn't take it as seriously, which is unfortunately the double standard. But I really feel like it's kind of rapey. Like, that's wild. So I feel like he needs to know, honestly, because that's wild. So yeah, I wouldn't go back. Like, again, I feel like it's downplayed because it's a man, but I doubt you want to call the cops. You know what I mean? But it's a lot. She gotta go. Either you tell him and just never go back. Tell him and go back. Just tell the man. I don't care. They said don't ever tell him. Tell him. I'm sorry, I feel like he deserves to know what he's dealing with. It's gonna break his little heart. He might get mad at you. He might whatever, but at least you tried to tell him, because I feel like she gonna do it again, because that's bold as fuck. Yeah, I don't know what else to say here, but just tell your friend and basically cut your losses, because it's gonna be over, but it is what it is.